in TV been here.
You don't like fashion? You like fashion though.
I don't. All my fashion idea come from me looking at the clothes and I just putting it on. Yeah, I'm not inspired by anybody what they wear and how they dress it.
It was the first year they did a black theme though. It was Dapper Dan. Y'all know who he is?
Yeah.
Right. They basically did the whole theme Dapper Dan style.
For me, I visited one chamo over the weekend, and she had me watching the Korean reality TV show. It was kind of nice.
Oh, yeah?
What was it about?
Yeah, a bunch of other stuff though, but it was actually nice.
Was it subtitle?
I'm in love story drama kind of, but it was a Korean movie. Reality TV. Yeah.
Reality too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I ain't never.
Yeah. Everybody tapping in reality right now.
Welcome back to In the Fries. We have the whole gang here except for the lovely Emma, but you know, we keep striving. My name is Smitty Stokes. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Let them introduce themselves.
Nabila Bass, you already know.
They may let it give. Why you get a whole name? J Biz. You ever Google your knee or something?
My man, my giving knee, my boy. You got issue with my knee.
Yeah. Yes. Today we have J Biz and we have a guest in the house, Schoolboy Wheezy. Hand clap for Schoolboy right quick.
Thank you, Mr. Schoolboy, for coming in.
Yes.
Yeah, we brought him. We're just going to talk a little bit, dissect into his lifestyle and all he has going on. He has a few projects coming up. And, you know, when we have great artists like Schoolboy Wizzy on the couch and Joel on the couch, we got to, get all the tea.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get all the tea. But let's start off calm. My first question is, when did you come to the States?
So I came here 2009, 2010.
But you're pioneer here now, man.
Remember how you got to America 2009, 2010?
What?
How you got there? How you got to America 2009? That's for real. So you came both times?
I came 2009.
Yeah, okay.
2009,
Cool.
2009.
Mr. Fact Check over here. What helped you?
My boss, I like give a little hard
What was the
time.
turning point? Was it back home or was it here?
I got into music back home, but it wasn't like officially like something that was legit until I came to the United States and linked up with, what's the name? True Story.
Oh, yeah,
True
Story.
It down. And then
I remember.
Yeah, they took me in the arms and started doing the whole hip-co thing, and then it went to hip-co versus Trapco stuff in Philly with True Story.
Hold on, I'm going too fast. I don't know anything. What is Trapco? What is hip-co?
So Trapco is like hip-hop, but it's speaking colloquial and they're using a different type of beat. It's like trap beat mixed with Liberian sound.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
The minute created their own genre of music.
Yeah. Fire. I'm gonna start using that.
Music industry already struggling to know us. The minute we
did sub-genre.
They created a whole new genre of music.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. But I know Schoolboy Wheezy from soccer. He's a really good soccer player. Yeah, he plays soccer in the community, or he used to play for some Fiji team that I think they're the best team in the world, Lone Star. They can ball play from all around the community and play.
Oh, you play for Lone Star?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And Lone Star also helped me get into college. I played for Wilmington, but I dropped out because when I came from Africa, I had a sickness, Goa, so I couldn't play my full length of college. So every time I go play, I'll be having problem with my leg, so I had to drop out.
Damn, so you're saying that in 2009 when you came from Africa, you had Goa here in the U.S.?
Mm-hmm, I came with it.
Okay.
And then
the moment I came here, let's say in 2 weeks' time, I got better.
Yeah, but how were you able to treat it?
So when I got here, it was already, I think it was like around March.
But that real Goa, how?
No, trust me, it was. Yeah, it was.
It was just
that real Goa. Oh, you had that sweat.
It was because I had dropped out of school.
Yeah.
I stayed in the sick booth for 9 months. I couldn't get better because according to the person that was treating me, he said the person kept seeing me. Mm-hmm. The person kept seeing me, so my parents said, okay, since it's that case, we're going to just bring him on this side low key. So I just woke up one morning, took him to the airport, and then I came here.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I couldn't actually have a documentation that I had something like, I had to wear something like this to come.
Yeah, but what I think probably was happening, I think you're probably lagging some antibiotic. Yeah. Because if they took you in the zoo bush or they treat you for that, because we talk about Goa, it's It's a tradition. It's an African sign.
It is.
So if they can't treat you for Africa, bro, I don't think they will find themselves.
Yeah. I know I sound so childish. What is Goya? What is it?
It's like when somebody puts something on food, right?
Yeah, Goya.
You step on something.
Goya is crazy, but is
that stuff real though, bro? It's like let
I mean,
real,
it is. I mean, bro,
it's
a lot of people don't.
Bro, it's a black magic, and it got it comes in different form. They can throw it on your foot.
So for me, they
throw it on your neck.
Glass,
they
took
on your
glass bottle and needle out of my leg.
Yeah, in the US?
They took a glass bottle out
back home. I was in the sick before 9 months.
Oh, but then
they took glass bottle and needle out of my leg.
A very sudden taking it off?
Yeah. I was up, wide awake.
That's somebody to be happy with. I'm so grateful to God some of us we had to go through those processes. I know it was very painful.
Man. No, for you, if you're going to grow up in Liberia, they're probably going to give you curly hair. You can start flipping.
God, always be able to be on the podcast.
Let's get back to the
music.
As a Liberian, what are certain things within our culture that you feel like helps influence your music? You were saying the Trapco is one of the biggest influences, but could you talk more on that?
I can't speak more on the Trapco because I feel like I'm not really like...
In that no more? So where are you now? Tell me where you're at.
So if you say the traditional music, like Bema, okay, I fit into that. Let's say I a little bit get out of it because what's trending right now, like Afrobeat and stuff, I try to tap in. But originally I do Bema music. That's my...
Bema?
Yeah, Bema music.
So that you were Lucky Bucket... Now on that single track, right?
I think Lucky Bucket is hip-hop.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucky Bucket is hip-hop?
Yeah, Lucky Bucket is hip-hop.
So tell us about Brahma. Like, let it people know, like,
so
Brahma
sound.
Friday?
Friday do Brahma. And
Friday do
Brahma. Friday got a song together, too. It's called My Woman. That's a nice Brahma song. Who else? Georgie B, another one. Who else? Benji Cavalli.
Benji in Liberia, too.
T. Michael just started tapping into Bema music.
Yeah, Bema songs is just looking like a traditional song. Like, see where you got flavor.
Exactly. That's
so you got flavor doing it.
That's flavor. Yeah. But Liberian people really do not tap into it because I don't know why, but I feel like it's unique and you can play anywhere. You have every...
No, but that kid, bro, some kid called, I think, what's the name, man? J-Boy the Prophet.
So what?
Yeah, he does.
What they're actually doing now, they actually really do like, is like they're combining like the Bema and the Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, okay.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is so nice.
Music about involving. So,
yeah.
I mean, when it comes to creating minds, I think Liberian got a lot of creativity when it comes to music, but we just sucks when it comes to making it reach out there, yeah.
I really think the thing about us is the consistency, right? That's one thing me and Schoolboy always have a real in-depth conversation about, right? Because it's like for me, right? If I today I come to the word, I tell the word, say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure regardless what I might be going through personally, or if I might be sick or whatever the case might be, I'm going to make sure I deliver because that's what I'm telling the world. That's what they're looking for. Do you understand? So if I want something back from them in return, I have to be consistent. So that's one thing that's going on with our music industry. Because Schoolboy had a big song back in the day called Emoji. You understand? That was a really big record in the community. Yeah. Big record. So I feel like a lot of the guys, when it comes to our entertainment industry, is that they don't understand about like, this thing is not an overnight process. It's a timely thing. Like you want to be a part of the 1%. Right. And to be a part of the 1% in this world is not no joke. Because not everybody get to make it to that. So I think that's another problem we're facing, the consistency. So can you tell us, like, why you find yourself in that space? Well, today we see Schoolboy Wheezy. A few months later, Schoolboy Wheezy is not available, and then he just pop up, boom, dropping an album.
So I would say, with Liberian music, I feel like it's not giving. It's not giving enough for like the Western lifestyle that I'm actually living. So let's say I got bills I got to pay. I got
hustle.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So
I respect that.
Yeah. I would just leave it as that. But that's like the base explanation for everything.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to balance it too.
Balance both lives.
And now
that makes sense. That makes sense.
And now when Schoolboy says that he want a manager to take care of him, then we'll go around again. We say no, it's not a manager.
So okay, so that's exactly that's
no, but think about it, right, Schoolboy? It's like this, right? I understand that part, right? But you hear other artists' story where they tell you, say, how they slept on floors They slept in their cars because these things are. Let me learn. These things are reality, bro. It's like, because at the end of the day, the world, we don't care if you've got if you tell me, say, oh, this is what I am, this is what I'm looking for all the time. Like, not because you got to go to work, you got to pay bills. Like, you have to understand this is what you sign up for. So it may come where you having to move back to your Oma crib. It might come to you having to move back to your brother's spot. And those people that believe in you will understand, say, okay, I was better doing something for one day. We all would be okay. So we got to support him however we could. So I think that's the problem we're facing as Liberians in America here that do music, because we want to balance it. But I don't understand. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
So if you go and say it that way, I would say I don't think that's the rightful way to actually explain it. Because if you can compare artists that's here and the ones back home,
nah, this is number back home. Bro, I ain't go there yet.
There's just like a common scenario I'm trying to give. So, like for me, right? I go back home every 3 years. I got business back home. I got my family here. I'm living my life down here is fine. I do music every weekend. I just don't drop every time. My amount of music I got,
you got a stock catalog.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But the thing about dropping music is you got to budget yourself before you drop.
Fact.
For marketing, definitely.
Exactly. So I'm not just going to drop music every time because I want to drop it and then just let it slide and then go to the next month. And no, it's not. When you talk about consistency, I do music every Friday and Saturday. I'm in the studio. Every Friday and Saturday, I'm in the studio. I have dropped a couple of videos, but it wasn't like the type of party vibes. You know, like when people like party song, so they really wouldn't tap into it. So it's just there. But there's something I'm actually trying to come back with, like a little bit of Liberian party vibe and other things like that. So, but for now, we're going to keep that on the low. But consistency, bro. I'm consistent. I'm always in the studio every weekend. It's just that I'm not dropping every time.
And the thing is, bro, it's very easy for you to be homeless in Africa than for you to be homeless in America.
No, exactly.
Man, no, but look, I was talking
to... try to be homeless.
So now, if I'm homeless now, how am I going to drop music or do music or look good?
No,
yeah, man.
I was talking to... This is what I was doing. I was talking to Double Ish, right, the other day, right? He was telling me about basically how it's like the DJs are complaining, saying they don't have enough Liberian music out there that they can play for a whole hour.
That's not true.
Hold on now, my man. I would have put saying because you just confirmed that to tell me say you're not really often dropping. There's a lot of cats that probably thinking the same way you thinking where
that
they got
means it's not a lot of music.
No, I'm saying no. Hear me now.
There's a lot of Liberian music that makes sense.
A lot of artists are probably in the same mindset where they got to have a certain amount of budget before they drop. So they probably are holding the music, and the DJs are complaining, saying the reason why they have to always play these other sounds because there's not enough Liberian music for them to be able to play a whole set of Liberian songs. But when I say homeless, right? I mean, basically, my man, your life don't. You believe in your music.
Of course.
You believe one day your music gonna change your life. So when I say being homeless, I'm basically trying to say like you can find a way where you can focus on just your music if you really believe in it. Because for me, that's what I've done in my life. Whatever I believe in, I focus on that. Whatever that I got to go through to get to that destination, I'm going to do it.
I think when it comes to music,
talking about perception,
especially for an artist, it's all about the mindset that you're in. So if you're going to the studio and you know you got so many bills to do, you can't actively, like, if you're going to the studio Friday, Saturday, that's money right there. You spending at least 5-hour sessions. Even if you were an engineer, you still got to rent the booth out. So on top of that, as an artist, if you do not have your self together, that's like a hard spot. Even I live in.
Not even talking about music video.
Yeah, like, yeah.
1,500, those are shoot.
Yeah, before we even, and people always say, where the video at if the song good? And it's like, how do you do that? So if you're in a place mentally where it's like, this behind, this behind, this behind, this behind, how am I jump in front of these cameras and act like, but it is all about selling it. Because even Sweetie was saying it. Sweetie said when she first started dropping music, she was living in a room she spent, I think, $100 a week on. Her room, she spent $400. She found it off Craigslist.
That's everybody's story, though. I don't know how come we don't. It's everybody that are getting to that level story, right? And how we feel like our own story gonna be different.
No, but that,
how we feel like we I'm serious, bro.
No, but all these successful, I mean, stories are not all true.
Not Bill.
Bro, life
is not all true.
No,
bro, life in general,
not all true,
life in general requires a balance.
Schoolboy. The reason why
you can be self-sufficient, bro.
My brother, the reason why I can sit here and I can say a lot of these stories are real, because I've seen people that transition from being regular to becoming some of the biggest artists in the world. I've seen it. And I've been around people who are like top producers and things. I've seen how they live.
Did they tell you that it happened like this?
Bro, but they have balance.
Like, that's not what he's saying.
I'm not saying this.
He literally started with...
You keep saying balance. It doesn't have a balance, not Bill.
No, that definitely. But
there's no balance.
There's a time that it's going to take, and it's going to be a very long time. So when it comes to consistency, I think what he's trying to say is consistency looks different for different people. It's not about, today you drop. You keep working, though. That's consistency. Whether you do 10% or 90%, that's still consistency. But we do have to understand that most artists aren't coming from a place where they already got 10 bands or 30, 50, 60 bands in a bank account. They're trying to go make that. And I think we publicize it as if it's already well put together when it's not already well put together. Like a lot of artists, like when I lived in Atlanta, you know how many people were bums or homeless or sleeping on couches? But I'm hanging out with these people. I call back home. They're like, oh my God, you know so-and-so.
They blew up.
He's a bum, bro. But like, yeah, he's famous.
Yeah, because he understands where he's trying to go. Even one comedian said it before. He was like, when he hit like 2 million, he had 2 million followers on Instagram, he was still living in the basement. But now he up because at the end of the day, bro, you gotta kind of understand, right? Like I said this, you want to be a part of the 1% of human beings. The shit you gotta go through ain't no like things like everybody can deal with. So you gotta be willing to go through these different processes and steps. So I'm thinking a lot of the artists that in America here, the problem that we're facing is that they not understand that recipe. In the beginning on our side there, I think they kind of get it a little bit.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No. Bro, the artists in America got a lot of different means that they do. I mean, a lot of different things they do for sustainability, bro.
And that's correct. That's this point he's making. It's not going to look like the average hustle. Everyone's going to have to hustle. Everyone's going to have to do backdoor stuff to get to where they need to be because we're hustling to get there. That's it. It's a game of hustle. It's hustle and flow.
Give me one example of artists that's actually back home. They got like 5 responsibility and still doing music consistently and dropping hits over hits.
So artists that have like, you say 5 responsibility, like what do you mean?
Just 5.
Like family.
What do you mean for the men are dead, the men are living, they got responsibility. Like they got.
You haven't listed one yet.
No, I'm not gonna call their names because and they did like I don't want to publicly speak on somebody else, but I'm saying like they have responsibilities, bro. It's like they have responsibility, right? And I think what happening with this music thing and them and us on this end, right? I might be wrong, right? Is that the reasoning behind the doing of the music may not be the same reason behind why they do music. They do music over there for survivor mode. That's the only way they're gonna make it in life in general, right? The guys that actually are taking music seriously in Liberia. But you have your 9-to-5 job. You have ways, if the music don't work, you can still figure out how to get some money.
All right, so that leads to my next question. So you actually think that my first explanation that I gave, right? If music was actually providing for what my hustle is actually doing, I was going to keep focusing on my hustle more than music.
So it's all about having a balance.
It's
all about having a balance.
Entertainment is no balance, my man. Because you know why it's no balance?
Bro, life itself is a balance.
You know why it's no balance?
Life itself is a balance, bro.
Because where you're trying to go, right? Not everybody get there. That's why it's not a balance, bro.
And not everybody's still going to get there. It's not
but
everybody
the thing about your hustle, your hustle is not what you love. Your hustle is what's making you your money to do what you love. What you love initially is the music. So it's like the club. You in the club for about a certain amount of time. The club ain't your end all be all. You can't be in the club for the end all be all. You got to make the money, make the lessons so you can take that money and lessons to do better. Now, when you take that money and lessons to do better, that's where you put your art in. So we all chasing all of this because we love it, right? So it's not about what makes us the most money. But we know since we love it so much, eventually it's going to bust to a point where you make so much money off of it because that's how it works. When you love something and God gives you a gift, it blooms.
You can still be obsessed with something. I mean, you can still be obsessed with your music, but that still doesn't mean that you're going to forget about yourself as a person. Because,
your survival.
Because at the end of the day, you got to survive. I mean, for the way society has shaped, it's extremely difficult to just be an underground artist and just survive over your underground music.
Underground artists don't even exist anymore. The way that music like gets so flown, like as soon as someone makes one good TikTok song, they're famous in a month. Like that's it. There's no underground artist.
It's so many ways, right?
It's not about TikTok making you famous, but that doesn't mean you're famous. Actually, nah.
It's so many ways, right, that people can make money from music, right? And it all comes down to you actually having a team that strategically figure how to move around and collect the money that you invest. Let's say you got a job, right, and you invest $500 into your marketing to get 50 people to know about you. Those 50 people, you can figure out how to sell merch to them, get that money back, put it back into the music. So it's a lot of things that are happening in our music industry that is really like causing it not to actually go to where it need to go. Then we just sit down and we can just blame like life and this and that, our position where we are in life and all these. Bro, music business.
We're going to blame it on the wall.
No, I'm serious. Music is a business. If we figure out to turn music into, that's one thing we're having. We just do the art of music. We haven't figured out to turn it into the art into business.
But that's where you come in, right?
Yeah, that's. But in order to that way I've been fighting with. I've been at war with like a lot of people because like the shit bothered me mentally because the Liberian culture is so rich.
Yeah, you're a businessman. You can see all the money that you can eat off of it.
So unique. You understand? So much money can be made in it, but it's like everybody want to do things their way. Nobody wants to actually get to the plan where we all can figure out how to really make this beautiful, unique culture make a lot of sense. So Schoolboy Wheezy, like, so I think you just dropped a project, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of months ago.
Do it, yeah. Featuring Panto.
So it was a single.
Yeah, it was just a single, and I went back home to actually do the video, which wasn't successful.
Let's talk about that.
What happened?
Panto, music video, that's a single. Let's talk about that.
You know?
Yeah,
I don't know, but I think let's have the conversation.
Why, bro? Like,
yeah, so
yeah,
I did a song here. My producer Eli, shout out to Eli. He produced the song and everything. I dropped the hook on it. I sent it down to him. He did his verse, sent it back to me. So I hit him. I'm like, yo, bro, we got to do the video. He said, oh, yeah, bro, anytime you're ready. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to come down. We're going to do the video and I'll come back. He said, cool. When you come, let me know. So I hit up Jackie Ross. Jackie Ross is like family. He said, when you come, I'm going to take care of everything. I said, cool. So when I got there.
Shout out to you, Jackie. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie.
That's amazing.
So when I got there, Jackie already arranged everything, dancers and everything and stuff. So I hit up Panto. Panto said, bro, you got to get my outfit for the video. I'm like, shit. We didn't discuss that. Jackie had already like created a group chat, tried to put Panto in it. Panto said, whatever you discuss, let me know when you come. So we was already going off the screen of he got everything covered on his end. When I come, we just going to shoot because I was only there for a week. I was going for my dad's birthday and then after that I'll be coming back. So when I got there, first day passed. I said, Jackie, I didn't get the man. Jackie said, keep trying. Second day, the man said, oh, he can get a haircut. He playing video game. When he done, he gonna come.
Dang.
Jackie like, bro.
Oh, so you had two days on set. One day he didn't show up.
We didn't even shoot because we needed him. Well, what was the point of me actually going? I got somebody that can shoot my video here. I could stay here and just shoot the video with just me. But if I want Panto in the video, I can just go like, bro, and shoot the video by myself. So I'm like, okay, Jackie, we're going to wait for him when he's ready. And then we're going to make it happen. So I stayed a week. My dad's birthday passed. I added a few more days.
Dang.
Yeah. I added a few more days, try to get him, but it wasn't successful. So I'm like, all right, I was just jockeying and just come back.
And he still didn't turn up after you waited or postponed your trip.
And something like that happened, my man, and you went hush with it. You didn't say nothing about it.
Oh, the professionalism in it. Huh? I said the professionalism in it itself was so lacking.
And to like even since we dropped a song for him to even like to post, I had to like have a confrontation with him. I'm like, bro, listen, we had this discussion, and I mean, if you wanted me to pay you, I can pay you. I could pay you, and we'll do the song and we'll do everything the right way. But we went off the screen that listen, you're my little brother, I'm a big brother. You fuck with me, I fuck with you, and we're gonna make this happen, and we're gonna make it big.
So the collaboration came in out of natural love.
Natural love. And I've been knowing Panto since he was like little. I was in high school in Carrie Chapel, and Panto was in, I think, like fourth grade. Or I think like 5th or 6th grade.
Does that deter you sometimes when you're like working with other artists and it's like you just can't? The schedules can be conflicting, personalities can be conflicting. How do you get past that? Because like he said, you didn't say anything about that.
No, you said nothing about that.
Because I mean, listen, for me, the type of person that I am, I look at network, connection before money. So I build relationship with people before.
But the crazy thing about it, right? So a lot of people don't understand entertainment, right? Entertainment is such a wide space, right? And everybody's operating in this room, right? So like you guys have to start speaking up about bad things that happen. So people, no, you know why I say that? Because so somebody can know, say, okay, this guy right here, I can't do a song with him and jump on a flight and go back home and try to shoot a video with him because he might do this to me. So if I do a song, we got to have paperwork, contract. That's what everything that happened with me and anybody in the industry, I speak on it because this is what we do. We stop the stupidness from happening because it's too much stupidity taking place in this. I'm serious.
Yeah, because what you mean? I'm getting a haircut. I'm playing video games. Too much stupidness. Crazy to me.
Too much. And the thing about it, right? These guys that do these things, right? Subconsciously, they don't understand they're doing something wrong because it has never been corrected before. If you keep operating in the field a certain type of way, you think it's normal. You think, oh shit, Son came to do a video, I wasn't available, I didn't shoot it. So what? Nothing come behind it because I don't have to be held accountable for it because nobody else asking me, oh Ponto, why you didn't go to that video shoot? My fans or his fans not questioning me. So that's one thing about these other industry. These people, when you do something stupid, they hold you accountable. So now you operate in a field where I got to make sure everything I do because it's my brand. I don't want to sabotage my brand. So anybody that work with me in Liberia, outside Liberia, know when they're working with me, they're not working with me in no type of way because you play with me, the whole world gonna know about it. So what you want to do?
You want to Michelle Doe? Michelle Doe.
No, I'm serious. I literally tell people this. So and then that's how me and them we always work in the proper way. So my man, that's what we gotta stop doing. All day we like grandpa. Oh, my man, I meant to that thing. I just forget about it. No, we're not forgetting about it.
All right.
So moving forward, we gotta start holding people accountable.
Huh? You gotta hold them accountable.
Accountable. So you want to use this time to publicly reflect?
I will find time to hold your accountable.
Public fucking right now, please.
I will hold your accountable for lose that record.
Then you want to tell? You want to tell?
Yeah, I will definitely.
What record?
No, lose that record. No, but we'll keep that topic for another day. Yeah. We'll keep that topic.
It is what it is, bro. Yeah, it is what it is.
No, I'm serious, dude. We
bro,
really
but sorry about that, man. That was
that was messed up.
Yeah, that was messed up, bro. Yeah. Or you can treat a brother like that. It makes no sense.
It is.
That was really messed up, man. And like I said, I've been going back and forth for a while, and I really like take a look at what's happening in Liberia, man. The fans, big up to the fans, the Liberian fans, yo. The Liberian people that support Liberian music, shout out to y'all, big up to y'all, because the way the people that don't know Liberian music business, the way they operate, from the artists to the creators, the people within the spaces who control the narrative, the way they're operating with this thing. They're using this art like a hustle. They don't understand how like this art could change that whole entire country, like building wise, structure wise, like how this art can change their life. They're looking at it like, yo, I'm gonna use this to get what I want for myself at the moment. Not thinking about tomorrow. When I take a look at like cats that actually use 2,000, 3,000 to do marketing on a record, can actually get thousands of people to rock with them. I'm like, yo, you guys are blessed. You go to other markets in these other countries, you spend that kind of marketing budget, anybody will even see you there? They even say, oh, they like your music. No, they won't even see you because these guys are, I was on a flight, right, coming home. I met this Sierra guy that do movie. The man was like, yo, he mad in the Nigerian industry because the manager pumping money. They say the man is supporting the movie industry because the manager pumping money into it. And the man is shooting like 100 frames a day.
And they're dropping it
on YouTube. It's crazy.
Yeah, the man said like they're messing up the industry with money. You feel me? So as we Liberian artists that do y'all better be happy you're from Liberia.
I think that's the thing too, though. Like that's it for me that I say I got like over like 10, 15, 20 songs. I think what I actually be doing is they just be shooting video and not saying anything, shooting video and not saying anything, just holding that video and keep picking like days to drop trap. I think it's better that way. But for us, especially the entertainers from Liberia, it's like, if I record a song and this song, I know that this song is a hit, gonna put money together, drop that song, and shoot a video with it. And then wait for the next song that's gonna be hot again.
But that's mostly what American artists do. They go in, their albums are like 40, 50 songs, and then they got to cut it down to 10.
Yep.
They go shoot 20 videos, and then when the 10 songs drop, they cut from the 50. Right. Whoever likes the 10, it don't matter what you like, is whoever likes the 10 or what single popped the most, then we go back and look at what videos we got, and then that's the video that get released. That's exactly how but they got the money to do that.
Right.
We don't have the money. Like, it's like by the time you find the money for the studio session, music video, director, this, and the people in the video on top of that.
Thank God, shout out to my brother for taking Lone Star Record to that bro. So I knew got a lot of funds now.
No,
I knew got a lot of funds now to pump in it.
No, we're not doing that. We're not pouring money in the hole. We're gonna figure out going around. No, I'm saying like for example, right?
Oh, you made a sacrifice to the sleep on bench with your artist?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got the guy. But for example, right? Let's talk about
let's try that deal.
No. Let's talk about
Malato Mel.
No, that picking gonna be good.
I'm picking his cream, his cosmetic, his hair, everything.
My man, just been working on that picking for a couple of days. Yesterday, his song was trending on Order Mag #2 in the country. But look, my man, how you got what I want to say? So basically, take a look at like music, right? Like, for example, the kid we're working on right now, right? His brother shoots videos, take pictures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The producer is the engineer for them. So it's a lot of costs being cut already, right? So when a label comes in, you know what I'm saying? They have more money to push. So a lot of artists need to take the time to learn how to engineer themselves.
Yes, but it's all about building that team. When you have that structured team around you, like you said, when the label come in and they're like, oh, what do you need money for? Oh, we already got a factory. We have a factory going in here. So just give me the money. Now we're all eating more because we know how to do this.
Let's get right. Just the money to push now. So like friends, right? I say this a lot.
But then I begin by bless.
Yeah. Your friends around you gotta mean something. They gotta cause me and my friends, all my friends around me, once you come around me, you get to work ASAP. Like anybody that know me, they know that. So now we, as the Liberian artists, need to kind of get to the drawing board where, like, yo, I got all these cats around me. What are they doing? Are we just going out to parties and hang out and they're just enjoying and I'm part of helping my career? So that's a lot of things that happen in our community. We need to kind of get back to the drawing board and start to look at ourselves in the mirror and stop blaming because Liberian fans are the best.
Yeah.
They're the best.
It's a market that's very untapped. This is how I look at it from an economical standpoint. It's an untapped market that we are at the forefront to be able to basically bust open. No one else really has the opportunity. Our parent generation didn't have the opportunity. The generation before did not have the opportunity. We are the first generation being able to succeed at doing it. So it's like we have to kind of do it right. Like you said, that's why you were saying the people generating the Liberian music industry right now, currently in Liberia, don't realize they're treating it like a hustle instead of an art because they're the first ones at it. It's like government. The first people who got into government, they weren't the best people. They were corrupt.
Yeah, so they don't know. They don't know they're treating like a hustle. Like, for example, you reach out to a content creator in Liberia that's doing their thing. You hit them up like from on this side. They give you first conversation. They'll tell you they want to send you like a plan of that, knowing well that they're not over there doing. They're not sending the video no plan to do a video, the video song, the Wizkid song, none of that. Not understanding. Say, okay, we trying to create something ourselves. Maybe let me create a relationship with these people and say, okay, these are my boys. I say it to them directly. I hit you and I tell you like, bro, we can do it like this. I can be your friend. That one day you can hit me up because I know what's going on in Liberia. Mm-hmm. We can have that relationship, or you can use me as a hustle, and then I can pay you. That's it. You understand? So it's a lot of things that happen in Liberia where it's like the men don't understand like how to make that space a music industry where, because things are really happening over there for music. I've seen it firsthand. Tyler Rave, when they do Tyler Rave, thousands of people out there. Yeah, when they do all these beach events, people they can find money and they can hustle, they can get on bikes, they can go far places for the art. Like, they love the art. Like, now, back in the day with Liberian music industry, one thing I've seen that happening right now, back in the day, the young Americans wasn't into the Liberian culture. now the young Americans the Liberians are born in America, the young trend there, they want to be a part of that now. You feel me? So all that shit when we used to say, oh, we don't have numbers, we need 2 million
people.
It's
a supply and demand
all
that
these
actually
things,
exists now.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
So I think there's a time like all the artists they need to kind of like put that set together. It's not all that, I gotta go to
we need our own Afro Nation. There's no reason we don't have our own Afro Nation.
You know, one of the things that really, that really amazed me, that was last week. I was going through my Instagram, and then boom, Joel and I had discussed this a couple of months back. We were talking about hosting the first Liberian festival at the ATS. And then I saw boom, Crystal the Change have been headlined to do an event at the ATS for July 26th. I mean, it's a big,
that's dope.
Yeah, it's a big congratulations to Christoph the Change and his
team
and his Empire record and his team. I don't know his record.
Empire,
and his record,
T-Sweet, right?
Yeah. So I think all Liberians, I mean, especially the fans, should come out, turn out this event, and make sure that it's a big blaze because, I want to say it and see for the first time a Liberian artist headline ATS in Fort Stadium, and that's gonna be a history. So I mean, all the artists in Liberia should come around him and make sure that this event should be successful. 100%.
Is he gonna make it?
Yeah.
No, you know, I got my 26 here for Express. I would have definitely went to support that whole situation.
I don't know.
It's gonna be a great. It's gonna be a great initiative for Liberia and Liberians as well. Yeah. If that happened, it would set a different standard and speak volume when it comes to Liberian music.
Man, Liberian people in there, people are supportive of the art, man. We just gotta just continue to add to it, make it make sense for them, dress it up, make it beautiful, so other people outside can tap into it. Because I think what happened, Liberian people have already tapped into it. I think what we lacking is to figure how to get other people attracted to it now. So that's where you strategically plan. You found ways. That's what the Nigerians did. They dress up the Nigerian culture to make the urban world like it. Like you see David A. Bentley, Rolls Royce, Phantom, Lamborghini, all these things.
Oh, you got to tell about Dave.
No, I'm saying that's what they... My man Flavor
Nigerian artists are struggling, bro. Talk about maybe Bernard and David, bro.
I'm just saying in general. That's what these cats did. That's what these cats did. They dress it up. They dress the Nigerian culture up the urban way for urban people to buy into it, the idea. And then once they heard the music, they fell in love with it. So we Liberians, I think that's one thing we need to come to the drawing board and start doing, figure out how to invest into. But let's get back to you, Schoolboy, and the things you got going on, the things you got planned. I seen on Facebook and Instagram that you got a show coming up next month.
Yeah, June 6th.
Okay.
So it's not no album release. It's not no single. It's nothing. I just decided to do it to celebrate Liberian artists that's here.
Okay.
Who's going to be on the lineup?
That's good.
So I got T. Marcus. I got Toga Howard. So I mixed it up with like few people that used to pop like back in the day. Joel know like the names that I'm calling. Those are guys that they did state tours. They've been a lot of places and people actually know them from their music. And then I mixed it up with like few new.
You want to bring them back to this?
Yes.
So that's amazing, right? Speaking about Toga Howard, right? Remember Toga Howard back in the day was one of like the biggest artists because it was a promoter called Andrew, right? One of my guys, one of the biggest promoter in America. He was back in Toga, right? And then he had Toga on like the biggest Nigerian award show, performing magazines. He leveraged your relationships to connect that dots, and then boom, whatever with a relationship. Toga, you know how it always works.
Yeah.
It's like it always like that. Because a lot of artists don't understand, like...
Always like that.
Your team...
Always like what?
Your team... The beginner could forget what happened here around us with that. Wasn't you're the fan that start yelling at me.
They can
forget all these things is like... And then, speaking about Toga too again, I was in Liberia, right, this December, right?
Take off.
Yeah, my man, for
take
real.
off.
I'm in Liberia in December, right? I hit up Toga.
He was there, right?
Yeah, I hit up Toga because I was doing a show. Because you know, I know Toga is trying to bring us way back into the game. He's fighting. So I hit up Toga, like, yo, Toga, I'm doing a show. Come do your thing. Toga asked me. He said, my man, what's the arrangement?
Oh, wait.
And then I turn around, right? I turn on my Instagram. I see.
It was that picture you showed me what I got.
I turn
down in the marketplace.
I turn my Instagram. I see two guys in the marketplace in Liberia performing in the marketplace. I say, bro. I say, yo, this shit can't be real. Like these things gotta not. It can't be real. So you rather not come? You rather me pay to perform my show?
I mean,
and you go in the marketplace and go perform for free.
At the end of the day, it's so
bro, no, make it make sense. No, make it make sense, please, bro. Because sometimes the rest are tripping, right?
Hey, that stuff, right?
Listen. Answer the question.
Hey, you see how soon the man thought about Instagram? Remember I did the marketplace?
Bro,
I didn't hear the man feeling for 3 days.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes I can tell how tripping. Sometimes there's something wrong with me, right? Why didn't let me there, right?
It's crazy.
You're passionate, that's it. It's okay.
Yo, I literally turned on Smitty, right? I literally turned on my phone, right?
But why you didn't cut the mail a little slice,
no, that's what I'm about to say. Like, at the end of the day, it's not about, how much you're going to pay him or so. Listen, bro. Maybe you come to even you're going to be taken care of.
No, that wasn't that.
You don't want no, you don't want to ask for none of that.
No, that wasn't that. Listen.
My brother.
My brother. Let me ask a simple question, bro.
I remember when you go through the struggle. I remember when you lay down on bench.
Schoolboy.
I won't allow you big. I will ask the same question. Imagine a concert in Liberia.
Schoolboy, they put pain to go to water market. They gave him water, you went there?
That's an okay. So
the struggle that man went through. The struggle that man going through.
That's him trying to promote himself, though.
But
so he don't feel like. So you see that's what it comes down to, right? So you don't feel like whatever I was offering was a sense of value.
He know nothing about the event. You actually in control everything. It was a you should let him know that, yo, bro, I'm not paying you this.
No,
but I'm going to take care of
anybody hustling hungry, even as a model, they tell you never know what the opportunity. Like there's literally you can go here, meet somebody, go here and meet somebody else. You don't sit there and say, if somebody said concert, Liberia, Joel, you're not going. You're just gonna sit here and say, where's the arrangement? You didn't figure out how to. You didn't try to get there first before you ask them, can you help me with something?
Yo, Smitty, shit that messed me up, right? When I saw the beginning in Waterside Market with a Bluetooth speaker holding a mic in hand. And when I tell you, say, oh my, I was like, yo,
Smitty,
bro.
And my brother get at this, I myself was even. Hey, I just was gone there.
No.
I just was gone there.
My man.
No, just easy, bro. Answer the man.
You gotta understand something, bro. Back in the day, right? Back in the day, right? Back in the day, right? We did shows in America. Yeah.
I go in November.
When I managed
the artists coming there.
My man, when I managed Moose back in the day, right, bro, we sold tickets to perform on stages. We sold tickets and we get the money to the promoter. You know what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. So my understanding of entertainment was not, we sell
I've done that too.
But you sell tickets to be on people's stages.
Yeah, but the man is made, bro.
Because people are bringing you.
Oh, you just said the man was made. The man had
no, he's not made no more, my brother.
No,
he's not.
Yeah, but he says, but ain't nothing wrong with adding a little value to him because he's your friend.
Joel, the same way you felt disrespected, why make you think that you couldn't just answer the new question?
No, I haven't
disrespected. I'm not going to pay you anything. That's how you feel.
I just left me alone.
Bro, I'm not going to pay you anything, but this event, I'm part of it. I know coming here is going to be a headache. I'm going to make sure you get free
artist, you got to know that
it was an opportunity I was giving him.
As an artist, you got to know already when people hit you up. Like, maybe that's my own entitlement.
No, dealing with like brand promoters is never like that.
Schoolboy, I was giving him an opportunity.
No, but you know what? Listen, but this is what actually hurt Biz, right? So the thing is, Biz have big speakers. The man
small speaker on the market.
The man refused.
You got my phone at an actual event, bro. The man go carry small. The man carry small speaker. That one. So when Biz saw that, he was like, "Bro, that shit pissed me off."
But what's this?
I was like, "What's up with that beginning, bro?" I was like, yo, we out here, we fighting for the people there. We fighting, we're arguing with other nationalities, and we're telling them like how much our people deserve these opportunities, bro. And like these people, they don't get it, but yeah, man, let's get back to you, Schoolboy. Let's get back. I just want to share that story with you, my man. Like,
but yeah, I got Toga Howard, I got T-Baggers, I got what's his name, Caddy also, Tony B, and this ceremony artist, what's his name, Off Guard. I got Off Guard too. I was trying to put Detour on, but Detour seemed like he was a little kind of like busy.
Yeah, big up to T-Marcus. Yo, T-Marcus is one of the Liberian artists, like I said, that has like is a real person. Because I had my aunt's 70th birthday party in Charlotte this week that just passed. Now, one day before, I called T-Mark, was like, yo, bro, I need an act.
He do show up.
And he showed up. Definitely.
Actually show up. Benji was going to show up too, but he said he had to go to Liberia. It's just something that I'm just trying to like put together and just celebrate Liberian art, make it happen, because there's something that haven't been done in Philly for the longest. Because you've been here, bro. Maybe the only big platform or the big stage that Liberian artists have actually performed here was what's the thing? Akana Fair? In LEA. Other than that, diaspora artists really don't be getting shows like that.
No, because the reason why, because it's like difficult for promoters to actually put these things together with the artists that base here because of the lack of understanding.
You'll be doing too much.
A lack of understanding what a position they are in life as an artist. You gotta know you are. You can't tell me to pay you to put people in front of you to perform. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you can sell 25 tickets and you want me to pay you money to come perform, why are you gonna pay people money? To pay people money, if I'm giving Burna Boy 100,000, Burna Boy is making me $1 million. See the math?
Okay.
So if I'm giving you 500 and I'm making $0 for you being at that environment, you understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because if you can't even sell 25 tickets, but like, why am I giving you money? If I'm creating, so other artists pay for platforms.
So then why reach out to the person when you know that they cannot bring that
because the same thing you are doing, you're trying to create a platform, right? For your people, right? As an individual that you care for your culture and your people. You never want to leave them behind where it's like.
So they show that free show?
Huh?
That's why I want to.
Show that free show?
Go to my next question.
No, the show is not free show. But.
Then how you carry for the culture when the event is not free?
She's a model, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm an artist. I'm shooting a music video. I'm on Instagram.
It's about analytics at this point.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram scrolling, looking for the model that got more followers, that got, like more views and stuff. I'm going to contact her. I know when I'm reaching out to her, my video going to get views. Because people are going to want to see her. People are going to watch.
No, but
So I know for a fact that, listen, if I get her in my video, I got to pay her.
No, but when we playing these shows, right? Let me just tell you, because you're thinking, we're not thinking like that.
Huh?
That's what I'm just saying. When we playing these shows, right?
Well, you be making money though.
No, hear me out, right? We're playing these shows. When we're playing these shows to create a platform for our people, we're not thinking, say, oh, if I call this boy, he's gonna have 1,000 people in here.
Because on top of that, Instagram is very different than in person. There's people on Instagram who got like 1,000 followers, but in person they can fill a room up.
Yeah,
like that happens.
Because they know people. Yeah. So we're not thinking like that. We just trying to we've been trying to create, bro. We've been trying to create, but what you guys have been doing to us has not been fair. You understand? So we need to figure out how to come to the drawing board again so we can create show and then perform. Because if you telling us that we're going to pay you to perform and you're not even doing shows without us, that means what's going on?
So what Joel's saying is he needs you and you need him.
But he don't feel like he need me.
No, he does. He needs you.
No, he don't feel like he need me.
But you say I'm going to pay you to have you.
No, that's where...
Bears, you just said it just now. Didn't you and Toga Howard? You don't have to pay me, though.
But you guys can discuss percentage.
They don't want to do that.
Off for the show.
No.
They don't want to do that.
It's based on them selling tickets, right? They don't want to sell tickets.
Let's see, Duke have reached out to him before. He said, Wheezy, can you sell 25 tickets for how you call him show? What's the beginning, man?
And you did it.
Ruger.
You did it.
I saw Duke 30 tickets.
But if I reach out to you...
even if they ask me for how you call it, huh?
But if I reach out to you, you're not going to do it for me.
That's a platform that I've never been on before.
You see?
For your event, right? Base, you have had a lot of events in Philly. Which one of the event in Nigeria reach out to me and say, Wheezy?
I don't have
exactly.
Event
so you feel like I cannot bring nothing to the table.
I don't have event Philly before. I don't do event.
You never had event in Philly before?
Long time ago, you used to perform there.
Huh?
You did.
I never performed at any event
Back
before.
in the day when I did shows with Bossman, yes, you did. That's all.
That's Bossman reaching out to me.
But that's the only shows I did in Philly. I never did shows in Philly. But
I think once
I started like involving, right? I started moving outside Philly because I realized like Liberians are already taking over Philly, right? We continue to do shows with now the Jesus come down. It's not going to add nothing to this culture. We need to go outside Philly in order for the people to know Liberia. Everybody infidel know Liberians and Liberia. So that's why I took the leap of faith and I started moving around. So when I call you guys sometime to move around with me, you guys are requiring all these things. I'm like, okay. Because I'm already investing. I'm already taking risks. I'm already not understanding what I'm doing already because I'm taking a leap of faith because of the culture. And then when I reach out to my own people that's who to back my play, they're telling me they require all these things that I know at that moment in their career they don't deserve. At the time of your career, you're going to deserve it. But now, at the time right now, you don't deserve it because you have to work your way to get there. That's how it works.
Yeah, but I mean, what I deserve or not deserve, bro? I mean, are you being a manager, right?
Entertainment doesn't work like that, my brother.
Well, spending off of money like a
you have to argue about entertainment,
bro.
My man, that's investment.
Money, hotel, and all of that,
okay,
bro.
You invest as
so
an
that's where we find balance
like that,
and we find the middle
Yes,
ground.
Go back to advancing
But we find balance and we find the middle ground.
Wow.
Every artist has their worth and everyone has their worth and what they think they deserve. If someone wants to be somewhere and they can't make it somewhere, that's where the conversation starts. But I think a lot of it is not having the conversation.
No.
Because you just said, you know, he's thrown shows and he didn't hire you, but the only shows he thrown, you were performing. So maybe you had that mindset that Joel did not value you, which is fine, because sometimes we think that. And then Joel sits here and has this mindset, Wizzy don't want to come over here. Wizzy don't care to come over here. He's cool.
He wants some money.
All right, I guess you're that.
Well, then guess what?
We just want me to give him money.
Guess what? Most of these events that he actually have that I don't perform to, I still show up. And when I show up with my entire team.
Yeah, but why you
perform as like 2 people? His best friend.
But why will you not come to perform and showcase yourself?
That's another thing as an artist. You never know when you walk into the room, and just because you're in the room, they're like, "Yo, hop on stage for 5 seconds." They do that.
No, so you see the thing about it, right? It's not always about an individual feeling like, oh, I'm doing you a favor.
Okay.
No, basically doing nobody a favor. Come on. And he's an artist, right? If you can pay this person to do this for you, but at the end of the day,
you talk about it.
Show some level of respect.
Talk about it.
And you understand? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to trash this conversation because Schoolboy wants some money. I mean, you know what? Like, I'm not really sure how much I'm going to make off of this show. But at the end of the day, I still got you. And you understand me? At the end of the day, it's smart that you put it around right there. They may understand that, you know what? This man value me. But
wait, no.
You can't feel like because I have a platform,
they just want
because
to feel
I have a built platform, so my platform got to help you.
And you were just saying, if it was me in Liberia, how they treat the culture,
I don't need your
they treat it like a hustle. So you also don't want to have that mindset and treat them like, or make them feel like you're treating them like a hustle. You don't want to be their pimp.
You got to know how to make someone feel important.
We just said this about like artists paying to get on stages, right?
Yeah, they do.
And we just talk about but my brother Nabil is new to the entertainment space, right? That's why certain things,
but not business. That's
what certain things when we're talking, like I can't really argue with him about certain things because like he's speaking from a different reality, right?
I think what they're asking for you is to set a different standard now.
That's what we have set the standard where we have shown them. So okay, if you come to the event, it's different people from different places that can literally leave with you having a brand new fan.
That's you still be.
That's gonna. So for example, right? If these individuals that create these platforms, right, for artists to come and showcase themselves, right, and the artists said that okay, you got to pay me to be on here. If I just create a platform for you to perform, and when you leave this place, you'll get more streams on your music. Are you getting a percentage of your music? Am I getting a percentage of your royalties? So you are getting something from being at that space for your career. I'm investing, you investing. At that moment, you may not get paid from what I'm investing, but you'll get paid when you leave that space. So we got to start thinking about this stuff not like a hustle. So they treat it like a hustle where, okay, my man, you call me to do the perform, you got to go in the studio, go record music, you got to pay me because I'm here. Down the line, these things will be presented to you when you have a fan base that when a promoter give you $10,000, you are making him $100,000 that day. So they don't even make themselves get to that space where they're actually doing shows, performing, getting content. They don't have these things move for them because the people that create these things are not even calling them no more because we're tired of talking to y'all for your own good, my man. It's very simple. But I'm not going to keep telling somebody, say, oh, my man, Kanye, let me give you money, put money in your pocket. Or Kanye, let me give you engagement for your music. Or Kanye, let me find you new fans. I'm not doing that no more, bro.
You feel like nobody's willing to invest their time anymore?
They don't. They want money. Everything they do, they want money. Bro, it's a lot of things that I do in my career that I haven't got $1 for. Working with 12, they didn't make $1 for me. Working with D, they didn't make $1 for me. You know what I'm saying to you? Working with Moose, they didn't make $1 for me.
Nah. Oh, you got
Not
Grammy.
too much on Moose.
Oh, you got Grammy. You got Grammy, bro.
No, Moose my little brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you bought a Grammy, bro.
So there's a lot of things I've done in my life that I didn't get paid, but because I knew where I was trying to go. These things helped my resume. Working with Moose, giving relationships, connecting me with people that Moose is my first client.
And then you got a Grammy.
Made people trust me to say, oh yeah, this man can do these things.
And then now you got a Grammy in your closet.
Yeah. So my advice to you, bro, y'all gotta leave this small money. Bro, you don't got money in music, entertainment.
You still got never but okay.
Yeah, but just just a second, bro. All that take of this time is just shout out to my boy, the ruler 001 Jazino for his big single with the game go down. It's crazy, bro. That song is fire, man. How you like that song, man?
Anyway, let's go back to. I would like to conclude this.
How you like that song?
Can you give me? Do you want to do? We could either give me something good or bad. We could do. What's your vision for your career? Or we could put somebody in the hot seat and what do we call it? Fucking public fucking. Do we want to do the public fucking?
Why you gonna fuck Panto?
Bro, that was disrespectful, bro.
School.
No, that was that was disrespectful.
I just want to get past that. I mean,
that's real.
Even the team that I had back home, they was trying to say something about it and trying to because my team I got back home, I got like few bloggers in the mix.
And you told them not to say nothing about it.
We're just gonna get past that.
But you just said something about it now, you know that, right?
I mean, not the entire
story. You know,
I mean, we're gonna keep the rest, but yeah.
No, we don't
more happy.
Huh?
More happy.
More happy, bro.
All right, so what's your vision for the next 6 months? Tell me.
My vision for the next 6 months, I got two videos to drop this entire summer. So I actually plan on this concert I'm actually doing for them. I plan on having multiple other in different states and stuff.
So you gonna do like a tour
with group of artists and stuff.
Are you working on a new collabo?
Right now, no.
You working on a new collabo?
No.
For me, my advice to you as an artist.
You don't want to ask for advice.
Whatever money, I'm saying, whatever money.
The man bringing artists to give another collabo.
Money that you got to go spend for collaboration, use it to promote your music, brother. Yeah. Use it to market your shit, bro. Like I don't get it, but everybody else got their way of doing how to do certain things. If you got $20,000 to give somebody to do a song, use that $20,000 for a marketing budget, blow your record up. That record will get on the radar for some of the people in there that you won't even understand. Right. Look at, so for example, look at that picking that Haitian artist, that Haitian artist that Brenda did the remix of the song.
Taliban?
Yeah. That song was a big song. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he paid Brenda for that remix because the guy that connected was Zoe Dollar. Zoe Dollar is a good friend of mine in Miami. Zoe is in the American industry, but he's Haitian. He been like, so he probably just, like Brenda, check this out. One of the biggest songs, boom, jumped on it. So use your money. I tell every Liberian artist that shit. I tell you, use your money to promote our culture. These guys want to tap into our market too. When artists, you got a bigger song in your country, they're gonna jump on a song because they need fans too.
So that means our artists that we just signed for Lone Star Power, we're not getting no collab.
No collab right now. No collab. If it was to get a collab, it'll be a collab based in our circle of people we have a relationship with that understand where we're trying to go in our country. We're not going to get nobody no $20,000-$30,000 for no collab. It's not happening.
Who's your dream collaboration?
Liberian artist.
Liberian artist?
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me taking my back home.
KCW, man. KCW?
You want KCW again?
I think
dream collaboration?
I think.
My big real honest.
He said Liberian artist, though.
No, I said Liberian.
He said Liberian artist.
That's your KCW?
Bro, the man said Liberian artist.
No, I mean,
No,
I mean,
don't mean not in Liberian, bro. He said Liberian artist.
No, I mean in Liberian artist. I think a collab should be something that's gonna probably get your music moving a little bit. Because right now, KZ himself is looking for that.
Joel, man.
It's real. I'm talking real stuff here, my man.
Yeah.
For me, I thought you would have said like Crystal or Jazino or CIC.
That's my thing.
One of these cats that actually like.
I don't think I'll go for what's popping or what's hot right now. If that was the case, you been knowing me for a long time. I don't jump on what's actually.
Yeah, you believe in yourself.
Yeah, I just
you don't do your own thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You believe in yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Well, thank you, Schoolboy, for coming in.
Thank you for having me too.
Yeah. I wish we could have a part 2 to this.
I'm so sorry, Joel.
Yeah, part 2 to this podcast.
Man, my brother just came to have a conversation. My boy. But me, I want to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
So you come into your time, like you will focus on your career. You come into like bring artists there around. Come into promoting the job for them. Come and put it inside yourself.
I mean,
do you want him to hire you to do it?
I don't know. He's
like someone else to do it.
Me, I just want to know a question.
You see, so when, let's say you got a little child that's in the community, they're trying to, let's say, crawl. People that in the community do what? You try to help that child.
They hold a hand.
Exactly, right? So if you feel like, okay, Schoolboy Wheezy will see him trying to do this, let's put hands around him. Bossman been doing that. Job Prince been doing that. I feel like J-Ben's been seeing it happening.
Job Prince been doing what?
So what's a hard character to get wrapped into your business?
Bossman been doing
Bossman been reposting my stuff. He been reaching out to me, yo, bro, send it in this group chat, do this.
With promotion. Oh, yeah.
But that's why I don't need money from any of y'all. It's just to repost and share, and that's it. I'm actually investing my own money and doing everything. Like, I got an Airbnb for all the artists that's going to be coming. I booked every one of them flight that's coming from out of state, Bati Blanco. What's his name? T. Marcos and his manager, Toga Howard. It's like, I'm actually doing my own. It's like, if you see somebody actually doing something that's positive, don't feel like, okay, this person needs to come to me.
No.
I feel like that's what you're trying to say.
I ain't saying that because I want to do it. I'm asking
But you just said that I'm about to take job from Liberian promoters. I'm not doing that.
I'm actually as an artist.
I'm going to celebrate my friends. If y'all see that, okay, yeah, they're trying to do this, let's put hands around them and make it happen.
Artist, right?
You speak high on the culture, right?
No, I'm actually as an artist, right?
June 6th.
We're going to be there. I'm actually as an artist, right? The money that you taking to do all these things with, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Because when we sit here, we talk about marketing budget. Reason why, like, the music not being pushed the proper way because lack of funding and stuff like that, right? You taking all that money that you could use to actually set yourself in a way where these things will come. These things that you want to do now, it could come down the line.
But what he's doing is, it's like, when you do good for the world, I get it. The world doesn't always pay you back. But it's a thing about those seeds that you drop. He's dropping seeds
I'm not
with
even
this
looking
tour.
for a payback.
Yeah. You don't know where in 5-10 years
right.
somebody may get an opportunity out of this and say things don't blow for you. Now he has the opportunity behind somebody else's hand he helped crawl. The same way you, tour manager, should be coming over here.
What's your reason? I mean, what's your reason? I mean, what's the reason behind it? I mean, that you came up with such a brilliant idea.
I'm just trying to like celebrate like bring artists that's in the diaspora. Like the guys that I could reach out to them. Even the ones I couldn't reach out to, I got somebody to reach to them, but they said they're not gonna make it, or someone wanted me to actually pay them. I'm like, bro, yeah. Someone wanted me to pay them. I'm like, okay, how much?
Somebody wanted to pay them.
Right? Man, I'm like, bro,
so why you paying?
What's the seating capacity of what you have in the show?
I think it's 300.
300.
So for 300
capacity,
you have 6 artists that you are accommodating, paying for flights, staying, all that stuff. No, I'm just asking.
And how much you selling a ticket for?
The ticket is just $20.
A ticket is $20.
Ticket is $20. Online at the door. Nothing going to change.
That's $6,000.
I got meetup artists.
$6,000.
Every meetup personnel that's going to come, they're going to enter free.
And the fries will be there interviewing
promoters also, and yeah.
Are you got any for sponsorship or
no?
It's just you.
It's just me. For a few artists that's going to be in the city, they also allowed to come fly through too. Actually, no. I think I'm actually working with what's his name, Henrock.
Henrock,
yeah.
as a promoter, right?
Yeah.
Henrock,
just me and him, Henrock.
Henrock's cool. So my man, like I said,
I mean, yeah, I'm not doing it for any like reward or anything. At the end of the day,
reach out to the passion. That's what the reward is.
Reach out to the club owner. He said, "Who's the artist?" And Henrock like play my like track list and show him what I can do and stuff. And he said, "Oh yeah, cool. I'm going to give the man so and so day. Y'all can make it happen."
What's the venue?
Oh, it's a club.
It's a club.
But you did end in are you dating in solid negotiation on based on the bar percentage.
So he said, like, at the end of the night, we're going to do like, we're going to do a certain percentage. We're going to do a certain percentage at the door.
I'm just giving some
and then, we're going to do door and section.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to actually use that money, transform it. The artist that's going to be here and performing and stuff, I'm going to put that money back into that to actually, you know what I mean, like give them something to go back home and stuff. Because I feel like when I went down to Iowa to see Mazi Blanco when he had his concert, he hosted me well.
Mazi cool. Mazi called me.
Mazi got a whole block,
to tell me
like a whole block. They just own that block from morning to night, and he feeds everybody. He get everybody weed, drink, and everything. When I got there, everything was fine. I mean, the man block is a trap block. Is
dope. Some money. It's
dope. I mean, and he hosted me well. I never lacked anything. Everywhere I needed to go, I get there. I got to the club. I was treated how I was supposed to be treated. Like in Philly, I never been to a club in Philly where I be treated like the way I'm treated out of state.
But that's the thing of your house never going to treat you out of state.
Even my man J-Biz, when J-Biz and Bossman ain't having even when I get to the door, I gotta stay in that line and pay my mouth.
You stay in line, don't stay in line. I don't stay in line.
You see this? I never went Minnesota, I never went Iowa, I never went Fargo and stay in line to a club before.
My man Schoolboy. I knew when I was doing parties, that's when he was a soccer player.
Okay.
I stopped doing parties when you was an artist. I don't do parties no more. I just do this one big event every year. The Morris, as I said, I don't really, my man, because at the end of the day, right, you have to grow as an individual and leave spaces for other people to come in and be able to how it work. You can't just be doing party promoting forever as an adult. But yeah, my man, so big up to you. And everything you got going on, hopefully the plans that you have.
So that mean all the men are still doing the party, not growing you.
I don't know that.
Y'all just touch everything out his tongue like you can't live.
That man know that. Well, I don't know what the man know that all, but if you want to be a 60-year-old party promoter,
not only that growing, but that gave me space. You know, I said, not only they're not growing, but that gave me space, but the other people to come
for the young people to come in and kind of because. That's how it got to be. Like, the older people got to go while the young ones come in. I was in Charlotte. I seen that Pekin DJ. I think he's like 18-year-old, young Pekin doing this thing. I like to see that stuff with younger people involving because that's how it's going to grow.
Right.
You feel me? So big up to you, bro. Like, for continuing to try to, but you got to work on the consistency though. This year coming up.
No more advice.
Because Enterprise is here for you.
Thanks. I remember speaking to you back in 2023. Yeah. I think, the first time me and you had a conversation.
I'm going to be on the stage,
I think the first time I ever seen who Joel was as well was like 2022, 2023. So for me, this is a really nice moment. Like when we say some days you plant the seed, but the tree don't grow. This is a day a tree grew for me. So thank you guys.
Thanks for having me too.
That was emoji is there.
Boss. Biz. Man.
That emoji, so how you keep up out here? What you doing?
I'm leaving. It's over. Goodbye.
So that's emoji question record producer. But man, when you're playing on your phone and you send some kind of game emoji, how you keep up with that emoji? So?
I'm nearly that thing. Well, listen, June 6th come out, man. IHR Philly, we outside.
Get me
have fun, we'll be there, bro. Damn. I come to support you, bro.
It's gonna be a good
Shout
time.
Shout out to Enterprise also. Shout out to you guys, man.
Man, brother.
J-Biz.
That begin called took our that begin a funny begin, bro. I give all that begin I did. I give all
Biz got a problem too, bro.
No, that's it.
Maybe got a problem, bro.
That whole Biz out, but when I started begin that one,
give all that begin I did.
I can go leave this because you go down all that time.
See, begin kidding. So I'm guessing. Oh man, no, say you do that.
The next time is out doing one show. He's out doing one show.
Wait a minute.
He's out doing one show. He's out doing one thing.